Hi everyone, welcome back to Creative Design and Compositing. It's week 10 of the class. This week we're going to be creating a zine and it's going to be a travel zine. I will show you some examples of zines and explain what a zine is, and then I'll do a small demonstration of how to set up your pages on InDesign. It's going to be an 8-page zine. So what is a zine? Zine, different from magazines, are often self-published or published by a small collective. And I want this project to be open to interpretation. So I don't want to give you too many restrictions. So when you think of the word travel, like what's the first thing that you think about? Is it a destination or is it the transportation of how to get there? And I know that the word travel changed a lot in the last couple of months. And what does that mean to you? Or has the pandemic reframed your way of thinking of the word travel? Just this scene, I think everyone will have a different outcome, but I want you to think of that word travel and just create something that resonates with you. When you think of your zine, I want you to think about the different fonts you'll use, colors, formats, paper qualities, and visuals. So how will it be edited together? Is it going to be broken down into different sections, or will it flow more organically? Think about the flow of your zine. And we're not going to design the zine right away. This week, I actually want you to gather together the elements for your 8-page zine. So you can write some text for it, or you can use poetry in your zine. Of course, gather some images, or you can put some articles. You can also obviously draw for your zine, and the list goes on. You can put whatever you want in your zine. And I want you to sketch 8 pages, the 8 pages, and upload the sketches onto the discussion board this week. So you don't need to submit anything onto the assignments, just put it onto the discussion board. So let's look at a zine that I wanted to show you that I found online. So this is a zine by Indoor Zine, and it is a free zine that anyone can download online, and it's about quarantine. So with this one, there are 20 artists and designers that got together to create this zine. So you can see that the format is different. I'll put this online so you can download it for yourself as well if you want to take a closer look at it. And I'm going to put in links to other zines so you can take a look at different styles that people use. And it's really, you can see that this one is a mix of different mediums, and you can do that too, or you can stick to one. I want to emphasize that it's really open to interpretation. It's unlike a magazine where maybe the information has to be more formal, but on a zine, it's more of an artistic expression. So that's an example. So now I opened InDesign, and for the size, I will leave it up to you to create whatever size you want, but in my opinion, I think it will be best to use an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper folded, so you can print it on any paper or any printer, and you don't have to cut it down or struggle with that. But if you want it to be smaller or slightly bigger, it's totally fine as well. So what I'm going to do is I want one of the pages to be 5.5, which is half of 11, by 8.5, which I don't need to fold at all. Does that make sense? So if it's a piece of paper like this, it's folded like this. So I'll create a document, and this, if I click on to here, this is the cover of the zine. And if I want to add pages, I just add pages like this here. So I need 8 pages. So if I accidentally added more than one, I can just drag it and throw it away into the garbage. So when I'm here, I want to show you how to add some text. You click here, similar to Photoshop, just add a text box. You can type anything here. Everything is similar. You can highlight it and change the font. So if I want to add a image, I can go to File, Place, find the image that I want to add, and then click it. If it's too big, I can go click and drag. Another way to add images is if it's on your desktop, you can also just click it and then drag it into here. And you might be wondering, although it's only 8 pages, so it's not as important because we're not designing a multi-100-page book, but I want to show you how to add page numbers. So if you click onto the master, a master means that whatever you do on here, it's going to reflect on the rest of the pages. So let's take a look here. If I wanted to write hello, let's just write it big so it's easy to see. Yeah, do you see how it says hello on all these pages because I added it onto the master? So if I put it onto this side as well, now it says hello, hello. So we don't want it to say hello, but I do want to add some page numbers. So I can click and drag here. And when you add page numbers, some people might think, oh, you write 1 here because it's page 1. But look what that does. See, now it says 1 everywhere. But that's not what we want. We want it to reflect the page number that we are on. So I'm going to go back to the master. And here, just delete this. And I have to go into something called type, insert special character, markers, and current page number. I know it says A, but this is actually a page number. So let's make it bigger. And of course, if I might want it on this side as well. And I don't want it to be left aligned, I want it to be right aligned. So now you can see when we're here, it reflects the correct pages, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. If you have any other questions about InDesign, you can email me, or I'm also going to put a discussion board so you can ask your classmates and they might know the answer as well. And if you answer a lot of your classmates' questions on InDesign, there will be extra points for this. I think this is about it, and I'm going to put different links of zines onto the Canvas board, so keep an eye out for that.